Hello everyone, I want to share with you the February Your Creative Studio ephemera box. I received this a couple of days after the January box. Everything is being really slow to arrive here in the UK just because of COVID. So let me just show you what's inside, and I'm going to do the same as I did last month. I'll show you the contents in their packaging, and then I'll switch off, open everything up, take the cellophane off, and I'll show you what's inside. But I just want to show you what the gorgeous packaging looks like. Just look at all these wonderful goodies. Can't wait to see what we've got here. So, you know, and as I've said before, I save all this wonderful packaging as well because this is always really nice to use in recycled projects. I've taken everything out of the packaging and let me just talk you through what's inside. We've got Amanda's lovely business card here sharing the items that are included. There are 13 items in this package. Let me just put the business card there. We've got this gorgeous stamp set. I love this. It's just so pretty. Very, very spring themed, this one here. So we've got these gorgeous tiny flowers here. Just look at the detail on those. And then this beautiful stamp here. I think that's beautiful. I will really look forward to using that. Let me just pop that to one side. We've got this gorgeous washi tape, which is stamps, perforated stamps. Just look how gorgeous this is. So we've got these gorgeous perforated designs here. I love that. I've not seen anything like this before. So you can see those gorgeous designs there. We've got this gorgeous little notepad here in black and white. These pages are all the same, and as is quite often in these sets, we've got a perforated design here. Those are just really fun for layering in collage. We've got this little matchbox pack of stickers here. Let me just show you what's inside. So many different designs by the looks of things here. Just look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? So we've got a couple of each design here. These are sticky labels, I think. I'm pretty sure they are. Of course, now that I've said that, I'm not going to get them undone. Yep, sticky labels. And how many have we got? One, two of each design, and there are several different designs there. I like those a lot. So let's just pop those back in there like that. We've got this gorgeous pad here. Oh, and this is stickers. So we've got all of these gorgeous designs, lots of mushrooms, floral patterns here, lots of black and white design. Just look at that. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? These are gorgeous. So we've got a couple of full pages and then some smaller designs here as well. So those will be really fun to use. Whoops, I've dropped it. So that's what that looks like. We've got one of Amanda's own designs here again, either stickers or rub-ons. I'll have to have a play around with those and find out exactly what those are, but with a black and white theme. I like those. A fabulous pencil case. Isn't that gorgeous, in this lovely burlap design or heavy cotton jute design. That's the packaging that was inside. I love this black and white striped fabric that's lining it inside. That's just fabulous. Great for keeping in your purse or handbag. We've got these lovely designs here. I don't know whether these are stickers or quite what they are. I think they're just vellum strips, but oh, and again, these are perforated as well. So again, these are really fun to use in collage. I like those a lot, and we've got a mixture of coloured patterns and black and white ones as well. We've got another one of these little booklets, all with floral and botanical designs. I like these. These would be great for a planner because they've got the dates on here as well. They're in numerical order. I like those. I think those are really pretty. Let me just show you some of the designs that we've got. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that gorgeous? Love those. We've got this box. Now let me just find the lid of this. This came like this. So that was the lid to the packaging. And of course, I've taken all of the packaging off. So these are gift labels, gift tags. And again, we've got lots of different designs here. So we've got writing ones, we've got maps, we've got vintage ledgers, absolutely all sorts. I think these will be really fun to use. Some are plain as well, so that's nice. We don't often get plain designs in these sets, so very, very versatile. I like those a lot. We've got those. We've got these gorgeous papers. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. These are perforated as well. Look, can you see on the back? How nice is that? That's really interesting. So we can just tear these apart like that. I don't want to do it just yet. I don't want to tear them apart until I've decided how I'm going to use them. But let me just share the designs. They're not all perforated. These three are. This one, oh no, this one is perforated as well. They're all perforated by the looks of things. Yep, that one is as well. They're all perforated. But what pretty patterns we've got here. So those are interesting. Never seen anything like that before. And then we've also got these sticker papers, sticker sheets here as well. Beautiful designs. Let me just show you these. Gorgeous butterflies and floral designs, very, very spring-like, like those a lot. So that's what's included in this month's set. So again, let me put my thinking cap on and see what I can come up with for using these. Let's see what we can come up with this month's box. I'm working in my Your Creative Studio journal. I'll leave the link to how I made this in the description box below. It was made with one of the Your Creative Studio boxes. I've done a few pages already with the last couple of boxes, as you can see, and I had found a page that I thought I might like to work on. I think I'm going to try and do something with this page here. This was a background that my lovely friend Katharina sent me. She did some kind of wax resist technique on this, I think using plastic lace. It's just the most beautiful page. Let me just show you this, and I don't want to spoil it too much. I think this tag, which was from this box here, will go really nicely on that page without over busying it too much. I've decided I want to do a very simple tag to go on that page. I'm just rubbing it over with my stamp buddy because I want to use some embossing powder. I'm going to use Distress Oxide ink in walnut stain, and I'm going to use this stamp here, and I do want to stamp from the large side down, I think. And I'm just going to have a test at stamping this first. In fact, it's probably easier if I apply the ink directly to the stamp. I hope I'm not wobbling my table. Let's just have a go at stamping this, see how crisp and clear it is. You see, that's absolutely beautiful. That's gorgeous. Right, okay. So I'm just going to apply some ink over like this, making sure that I've got plenty. And because Distress Oxide is stays open for longer, then I'll be able to emboss with this. I want it to go about there like that. Let's just press this down and make sure that that ink grabs. I hope I've applied enough ink to cover the edge. Fingers crossed. Let's just press down really, really hard. Let that grab for a minute or two. There we go. That's good. And then I've got some clear embossing powder here. In fact, what I'll do is I'll turn my paper over. Let's just get rid of that for a second. And I'm just going to put the clear embossing powder over where I've stamped. And I'm just going to heat set this with my heat tool. Let me just make sure that I've got plenty of powder on there. And then as I say, I'm just going to heat set this with my heat tool. Let's pour this back in before I end up with a major spillage. There we go. Let's just set this. Isn't that just gorgeous? That's added just a really nice touch of detail. I do want to darken this around the edges. I'm just going to use some frayed burlap. I don't want to go too dark here, so this will be fine. That's lovely, just to frame that on the background. And I'm keeping this page really simple because I don't want to lose the gorgeous detail of that resist, that wax resist that Katharina created. I think that's gorgeous. So here we go. So that will go on there like that. I do want something to go through the centre and perhaps an eyelet. So let me see what I can find. Now I'm just going to use a couple of these just to strengthen, reinforce that hole. Colour-wise it's perfect because I dyed these with the frayed burlap ink. We use that darker one there on the back. Not that you're going to be able to see it, but it will just strengthen that hole. And then I found a scrap piece of lace. My lovely friend Josie sent me a whole box full of lace assortments because her sister or sister-in-law makes wedding dresses, and I thought this would go really, really nicely. In fact, I need to twist that round. It's subtle enough without overpowering that page, and picks up the lace design in the background. I need something to glue that down with though. Where's my 3-in-1? Let's just have a tiny bit of 3-in-1 just to glue that together. Not too much, just enough to hold it in place like that. Have I got that the right way round? I think I have. And whilst I'm waiting for that glue to dry, I do want to ink around the edges as well, just to frame this page too. That glue's dry, but I do want to add some more thread just at the top. I've just got some gold thread here, vintage thread from Stephen's grandma's vintage sewing box that I inherited when she passed away a couple of years ago. This is the thread here, and I think colour-wise that's perfect. Let me just tie another knot as well. There we go, that will do fine. Oh, hang on, I haven't tied it tight enough. There we go, that will do fine. And in fact, I'll tie that at the back just so that you can't see it, because then I'll be able to cut it off. There we are. Let's just trim that off like that, and that looks better to me, just more visually pleasing. And I think I'm just going to glue that down like that. That's enough for that page because I can still see all of this gorgeous waxy texture. And I'm just using my glue stick to stick this down, which should be enough to hold it in place. Beautiful. Where do I want that to go? About there, like that. And I think I'll probably need to weight this down underneath a heavy book for a minute or two just for the glue to grab. I just love the simplicity of that. So let's do something on this side of the page here. Again, I'm going to take it out to work on it. Let's fold it over. It's this part here I want to work on. And I'm thinking that I can maybe use one of these pieces here for the background. You see, I love that one there. Love that one there as well. Let's see which ones I like the best. I think I like these two. Which one do I like the best though? Let's have a look. I like this one here with Cheltenham on it because it's relevant to me. Cheltenham is just down the road from where I live. Do I like it that way round? You see, I quite like that there like that. Let me just glue this down. Now this paper here, let me just grab a piece of deli paper. In fact, I'll grab a piece of parchment. Bear with me. I've got some over here. Just to stop it sticking. This is sticky back paper, which makes life an awful lot easier. In fact, what I think I'll do is cut it down first, because otherwise I'm just going to end up wasting some of the paper. Where's my pencil? So I'm just going to trim that down there on my paper trimmer, and then I'll be back. So that's cut down to the perfect size. Now let's peel this off. I'm going to do it like this to make it easier. Let me just centralize it. It's about there, I think. There we go. That will do nicely. And then peel that off like that. That will do fine. Again, just burnish that down with my bone folder. Now, of course, I've got a gap at the top of and the bottom. I could either trim that off or find some washi tape or something to fill in the gap. Let me just see what I can find. Decided to use some of these rulers. These came from last month's box. Absolutely love these. Colour-wise, these are absolutely perfect as well. So I'm just going to stick these down as well. These are also sticky back, which again, if I can actually get the backing off, makes life much easier. I always struggle with these. Here we go. It's coming. It's coming. So let's just stick this down like so. I want it fairly central. There we go. Don't overthink. Ah, you see, I've got that in the wrong place. There we go. Like that. And I'll do the same with the top and trim these down. This one here seems more opaque, and this one here is more translucent, but that's cool. I've just popped this back into the journal just so that I can try and tie the pages together. I want some kind of focal image, but nothing that's going to overpower this busy background. You see, I love that there. Let's try and find a flower that might work really well on this this background. You see this, I'm going to tear the ones out, I think, that I think might go. Are these stickers? I'm not sure whether they are or not. I think they are. I think they're stickers. We'll have a look at that in a second. What else might go? That one's a bit too insipid. We want something quite bold. Now these are the ones I've chosen. That one there, that one, that one, that one and that one, and I've decided on the hydrangea. I just think that looks absolutely beautiful. I want something to mount it on though, because at the moment it looks a little bit lost. And another piece of paper from one of the much earlier kits. From this one here, I've used this quite a lot, but colour wise and tonally that works absolutely beautifully. I think what I'm going to do is trim a piece of this background down, and as soon as I've done that I'll be back. Now I've decided just to tear this around the edges. I'm just using my metal ruler here just to take a smidge away. Let's just do this, and then that final side, where's my tag gone, just so that I can see how wide I want it to be. So I want to tear that about there like that. Let's make sure I get it straight. Hope I've done this right. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then at the top there, like that. So we'll do that this way like that, and I just need to ink around the edges. I think that's about the right size. That looks good to me. I think I've got it. I think this is going to form my little mini collage. I do, as I say, want to ink around the edges. What have I done with all of my ink pads? Oh my gosh, I've got a terrible mess on my desk. Let's just ink away. I might need to go darker with this. Let's start off with frayed burlap and see what this looks like first. This might be the right colour. So as soon as I've done this, I'll be back. Now I do want to round the corners. I've got my X-Cut small corner rounder that I'm using here. And again, I'll just ink the edges of this here as well. We'll use the ink that's already left on the pad, and I've got a small piece of burlap natural ribbon here. I've just cut a small piece off this roll. I think burlap always adds a really nice textural surface to work with. Here we are. I think this will look lovely, and I do think I want to have some kind of ribbon through the tag as well. Let me see what I can find. I've got some peachy coloured silk, sari silk here that I think will work. It's much too wide. I'm just going to tear it. Let's make a snip and tear this. Oh no, that's not worked. I'll have to cut it. Best made plans and all that. Never mind. We'll just cut straight down the centre, like this. Would help if I could cut straight. Here we go. It'll have to be that side there. This is starting to fray really nicely as well. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this through. again, it's another touch of texture and detail. Pop that through there like that. Here we are, that's it, that's got it. And let's layer this up. And I'm just going to glue all of these pieces down with just a glue stick. I would actually like to add some kind of quote to this side here, just to balance it out a bit, but I can't find anything that works, so I'm going to leave that be. I would like to try and do something with these perforated pages. These are just gorgeous, and I'm thinking perhaps this rose one here. The others are more like backgrounds, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one here, and I've got an idea. Let me just find a page. I need a page that is big enough. Now, what do I want to work on? Let's go for this one here. Let's take that out. So that's the other side to this one. Yep, I think that might work. I just want to go and grab some book paper. I found a page from what Katie did at school. That will do fine. I'm just going to stick that down there like that. Perfect size. We'll just use glue stick to do that. I've got my piece of book paper stuck down, and I do want to take this piece off the edge because I don't actually need that. I want to make this transparent so that you can see the book pages underneath. So I am going to use some of my wax. I've got my R&F encaustic medium here. You can just use a regular candle if you wanted to. I've just got odd pieces of candle here. Here's just a small clear one. I've also got some beeswax as well. You can use anything like that. That is just a little red tea light candle from Christmas that makes pages really nice and pink. I'm just going to use my encaustic medium because I have it. So I'm going to start off by putting a little bit of wax just over the paper, and I've got my iron here, so I'm just going to melt that, and you'll see it start to turn translucent. Many of you have seen me do this before. You can use wax polish for this if you want to as well. If you don't have an iron that you want to use your heat tool to melt wax as well. So I'm just going to go all over the background so that it's fully covered and completely translucent. Just adding more wax where I need it. You can see that it's just around the edges. And as soon as I finish this, we'll move on to the next stage. So a couple more over here in this corner, like this. It's just a really lovely effect, and what a beautiful vintage look you get as well. Nearly done. Just a bit down here. Whoops, I've just knocked the camera. I think that should do it. I've got some regular copier paper here. I'm just going to use that to iron off the excess, and this will take a couple of sheets. Iron that on both sides. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'll be able to keep that one there. Let's do another one as well. Just fold another piece in half and slip that inside just to get rid of the excess. There we go, that's fine. And you can see that that's now beautifully translucent. That's gorgeous. So I'm just going to take the perforated pieces apart now, being really careful not to tear this. And then we can piece it together a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. So I'm just going to take the pieces apart first. In fact, what's the best way to do this so that I can piece it together really quickly? We'll do it like this. So just bend it like that and pull it apart. So I've taken all the pieces apart and pieced it back together again. And what I want to do now is just use some of my Memento ink and Espresso Truffle just to ink around the edges, just to define those edges so that it looks like a puzzle. So then when I glue it onto the book paper, you'll be able to tell that the page is perforated. Let's ink around the top as well. So I'll do this to every single piece. I've inked around the edges of all of these perforations now, and I think the easiest thing for me to do to make sure that I get the pieces back in the right place is for me to apply glue directly to the page itself. Let's just do this, making sure that I've got plenty around the edges. You can see that I've already inked up the book page as well, just because I thought it would be easier to do that. Now I'm just going to stick the pieces down, working left to right. That is right, isn't it? No, good grief, I nearly glued it on the wrong way round. Just the first piece. So I'm just going to work my way down like this. This is going to look fabulous, or at least I hope it will. Just make sure that you do glue the pieces back in the right place. This looks cool. And because I've inked around the edges of all of these, you can now see the perforations, so it just looks like a jigsaw puzzle. How fun is that? Something a bit different, isn't it? And I'm just going to burnish that down really, really well and trim around the edges. We've just got a bit at the bottom, a tiny bit at the bottom, as you can see, and a bit on the side that needs to come away. Burnish that down really, really well. I've popped my page back in my journal, and I just want to do one more thing. I've got a quote here, Simple Beauty. This was one of the ones that Anne in the Facebook group gave us last year. And I'm just going to colour it with some of the Distress Oxide in Victorian Velvet. I've probably been a bit heavy-handed there, but that's okay. And I just want to pop that down there like that. I've already inked around the edges, but looking at it, I think I might go around it again just with some darker ink. That looks better. And I'll stick that down just to finish off my page. I love it. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I'm calling that done for today. Oh my goodness me. I think this box was one of my favourites that I've received so far, and I've barely touched the surface. There are still so many things left to use. I'm thinking I might come back in a few days or so and do a collage masterboard. So if that's something that would be of interest to you, let me know in the comments below. But these are the pages that I've done today. I love the simplicity of this one here. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And this one is just fascinating. I have never seen perforated paper like this before. It's just gorgeous. I love that effect, especially with the book paper underneath. Now, you could easily replicate this kind of look. If you've got any of those wavy scissors, you could easily cut any type of scrapbooking paper up like this and, you know, piece it together like I did. I just think that's really fun and, you know, something a little bit different. Now, as always, I'll leave the details for Your Creative Studio in the description box below. It is a monthly subscription box. This box will be sold out now. They sell out quite a way in advance, which is testament to how popular they are. I've thoroughly enjoyed every single box that I have received, and they're always vintage. So this is just, you know, to give you an indication as to the types of things that you might receive and how to use them. But if you've enjoyed today's video, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. As I always say, it really does let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. Do let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification for future videos. But as always, thanks for watching. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.